Part one was long. We're in part two now. I don't know what episode this is when y'all watch it, but this is now the beginning of part two.
I know this is difficult for you, Stephen, but the Sanctum is gone, and we need to plan for what comes next.
What's next? Armageddon has already happened. What's next is hell on Earth. The barrier has been breached. Expect the world to fall, city by city, nation by nation.
I'm not ready to give up, and neither should you.
It's not just losing the Sanctum that hurts us. It's also Banner.
We will handle him, as long as he doesn't become the Hulk.
It's his mind that I'm most worried about. That rift charge is just the start of the awful things he could conceive of. He is Lilith's most powerful weapon
Then
now.
you know what we need to fight back with, right?
We tried. Blaze is being impossible unless he gives us the parchment.
Shh. Voices carry. Let us lower ours.
Getting reports of zombies in the sewers.
Vampires in Manhattan?
Oh, we're getting now different villains finally.
The green sky is growing.
All right. Let's not give in to rumors.
Sorry, Cap. I don't think these are just rumors. The old Spidey sense has been on double red alert since...
We lost the Sanctum? Perhaps now you understand why I was so adamant we save it. Think of the Sanctum as our world's supernatural ozone layer. When it breaks down, or explodes...
Holes open up. Only in this case, instead of a nasty sunburn, you get demons. Lots of demons.
And his children basked in his light as the temple of the false gods fell.
Oh, what album is that from?
The prophecy. The dark god Cthon readies his return.
Well, does the dark god Cthon own a dude ranch in the southwest? Because there's a whole lot of something going on out there.
Should, probably tell them.
About?
The carnival. Johnny Blaze and the Quentin Carnival.
No way.
Who exactly is Johnny
The original
Blaze?
Ghost Rider.
Sort of a jerk. Famous stunt rider, fellow spirit of vengeance.
And keeper of the parchment of power.
The final page of the Darkhold. The missing piece my mother needs to complete the prophecy and free Cthon.
When were you gonna tell the rest of us this?
Welcome to our world.
The entire point of a secret guardian is to remain secret.
Yeah? From the look of things, I say your little secret is out.
With the barrier gone, our enemies must have been able to detect the page's foul presence. Lord knows what wretched evil Lilith sent to retrieve it.
Uh-oh. A new region is now available. Missions can now appear in any region. I love this game. There's so much to it. Oh, Wolverine! Wait!
We needed that Sanctum.
Oh, forget the side missions. If we finally get to have Wolverine, hopefully this time we actually do. Because last time we fought with him, and he still didn't join our team. But I'm pretty sure after this he'll join our team. Let's get all these other stuff out the way. Get our upgrades and whatever. And then after that, we're doing that main mission. Wolverine and Johnny Blaze, the original Ghost Rider, helping each other out. That's pretty cool. That's what I thought was going to be in the game, was the original Ghost Rider, Johnny. But it's not. It's the second one. Which is still cool. It's not bad. But when I saw the beginning intro of this game, I was like, oh, Johnny Blaze is not the Ghost Rider. It's the other kid. Okay.
Doctor.
If you've come to cheer me up, don't waste your time. There is nothing you can do or say that could possibly lift my spirits.
I do not believe someone as strong as you would break so easily.
Easily? The Sanctum has exploded. My home gone and the war against your mother nearly lost. You saw that all that dark energy burst from my building, electrifying the New York skyline with a supernatural storm. Those were Lilith's forces erupting into this world. Now they are free to scour every corner of this earth for the parchment. You should have let me go down with the Sanctum. Maybe I could have reactivated some ward of protection, would have prevented all her Lilin from escaping into the wild.
You are too important to sacrifice yourself now.
But what if my death could have saved our entire dimension?
I still would not do it. We need you, Doctor. I do not believe we can defeat Lilith without you.
I could say the same about you. We must accept this loss and gather our resolve. Like it or not, the reality is that Lilith is one step closer from completing the Darkhold and summoning
Chthon.
We cannot let that happen.
I should have known you'd wind up here eventually. You were somehow always here as a child.
If only I had known him. And still you masked even this from me. My own father's grave.
It wasn't you I was hiding it from. I've been making a lot of apologies to you lately. Now, they probably don't mean that much. But I am sorry, Hunter. Lilith's relationship with your father went against our ways, our purpose, or so I believed at the time. It was the Elder Gods themselves who first breathed life into us. Human notions like falling in love couldn't possibly be part of their plan.
And then you met Agatha.
If only I'd realized it sooner. I might have been a little kinder towards him, especially at the end.
What happened?
A great sickness came upon this area just before you were born. Your father was one of the first to fall.
With all your power, the two of you, you could not save him?
Lilith was a gifted healer, but this was no ordinary plague. The corruption went beyond his physical body. In the end, there was nothing we could do.
What did Lilith do?
She did what anyone would have done. She grieved. But in her grief, she lost herself, and her grief turned into anger.
Is that when you took me from her?
It wasn't long after that. Things started to fall apart before my eyes. I couldn't see another way out but to run.
The plague that turned her into the mother of demons?
No, this was something else, but cut from the same cloth. Your mother was no longer the woman I knew. The sister I had fought alongside for centuries. She was gone.
I have never heard you talk this way before, Sarah.
It's hard to walk the grounds here without churning up so many old memories.
Sorry, I got here. That was the fire truck going by. Hopefully everybody's okay.
You were not affected by the plague?
We were all affected, whether we were among the sick or not. I'm sure there was a time when your mother and I both would have just as soon joined the dead than continue to watch the villagers suffer.
I cannot imagine you ever reaching that point.
Lilith may have been the most skilled herbalist in the New World. I saw her perform near miracles with the potions she concocted from the plants in her garden. She was consumed by the idea of finding a cure.
But she never found one.
No, despite her efforts, nothing ever worked.
I can see how that would be a dark time for both of you.
With darker times still to come.
Thank you, Sarah. Your timing may need work, but I appreciate the honesty.
Anything for you, Hunter. Anything.
If only it were always this easy to bring a family together. Tell me about my father.
Believe it or not, you could thank your father for those good looks of yours. There is a striking resemblance.
I only have the faintest memory of him. What was he like?
He was honest, a working man, you could say, authentic. Of course, I still didn't like him, but that wasn't really his fault. I'm old enough to admit that now.
But he loved my mother?
He loved her, and she was smitten with him. As the story goes, they were happy together. For a time.
Until I came along.
You were an unexpected gift, but a welcome one. Your father was very proud.
I wish I could talk with him now.
I know that feeling all too well, kiddo.
Interesting. Take these glasses off. Oh, that's cool. There he is, level 14. We're about to go see Ghost Rider, so let's help Ghost Rider with the other one. I'll wait till he actually joins our team. I love these blades. I like how different costumes have different swords.
We're actually gonna meet Johnny Blaze? This is a total pinch me.
The others were not as excited.
Blaze has a bad reputation, but I think he's just misunderstood.
Blaze has kept the Parchment of Power safe so far, but he won't withstand a full-on assault from Lilith on his own.
It's crazy to think that this is
The Parchment will stay safe. Good.
oh wait.
And while you're there, see if you can talk some sense into him.
It's crazy to think that this is the beginning of part 2. I don't know how many parts in this game, but I like it. Like I said, as long as the content. Oh, here we go.
He didn't have it. How about you? We're being paid to find the Page Creed. Have fun on your own time. Oh, this ain't about the money anymore. Get inside. You can go straight to hell. Oh, she's scared. Oh, crap. That's just cheating.
Surrender the Page, Blaze.
Nice meat suit, lady.
Surrender, or be destroyed.
They dug up Junior, too.
Child.
Struck a nerve, huh? Then you're gonna love this.
I was about to say, he's gonna transform?
Heard you were dead, Johnny. That was the idea. I'd ask what you were doing here, but I just pumped a few rounds in his chest.
The legendary Johnny Blaze. I have heard
Hear
much of
that? This is your fault. Play with Mama all you want. I've got people to save.
Why won't he transform?
long story.
Let's go. Finally, Wolverine. His moves were so cool when I first used them. Hopefully this time he stays with us. Wait, Nest Mother summons altars each turn. Destroy them to damage the Nest Mother. If altars are not destroyed, the Nest Mother may turn them into monuments. Have different effects, which can help enemies. Okay.
We'll just have to hope Blaze can handle the escape on his own. You've got a big problem of your own.
Oh, we got new villains now.
And those altars, she's something.
About time. I was getting sick of looking at the Hydra guys.
Take out the big lady in her rock collection.
And just because Lilith decided to talk through this one, don't feel the need to show it any mercy.
You have earned this. As a child, I feared the servants of Lilith. Now I teach them to fear me.
I suppose it's something.
Oh, nice. Yeah, break that shield. I don't think I ever seen Ghost Rider alt with my with a teammate. That was cool.
Executed.
Oh, okay. Dang, they're all going at Ghost Rider. Alright, at least he got shield. We're good, we're good. Oh, she didn't attack yet, though. Oh, no problem.
The end begins.
Oh, dang it!
I will aid you if I can.
Your suffering will be immeasurable.
No way this dude has another shield.
I will make you regret it.
Destroying those altars may be the fastest way to bring her down.
Assuming we can get past that guardian.
Not my first rock monster rodeo. Nothing to worry about.
Your mother abandons you.
Oh, nice.
That was for you, bub. Maybe it's time you quit this racket. Nice move, bub.
I feel stronger already.
You're not the first to try that.
You will pay the greatest price.
You can't move to protect it, though. He was bound. Okay, that's fine.
They have not lost focus yet.
Any altars you don't destroy, she'll attempt to turn into monuments, shrines to Lilith, that manipulate the battlefield.
So vain.
I assume that comes with the territory when you have a cult following to maintain.
Now for something real special. Not looking good for you.
Trifling creature.
What the heck?
That will not be enough.
That's right, I forgot.
Your suffering will be immeasurable.
Here we go.
Just waiting.
I will make you regret.
Wait, you should be down to the ground. Oh, shoot, wait. is not good, bro. It said skull. The skull was on her head, bro. How the heck is she not going?
You don't know who you're
Come on, Wolverine. Don't die, please. That's whack, though. She should have been dead.
We are not out of this yet.
You will pay the greatest price.
So how do you defeat her? Because the skull was on her body, so I don't know how she lived.
That will not be enough.
Maybe I should be flattered. You can all join Lilith together. I'm afraid you might not make it back from this one.
Like, will this work though, or should I go at somebody else?
Once again, Lilith's
There we go,
secrets
okay.
fall.
Lilith won't be happy to see her favored ones fall so easily.
Maybe I can only take her to the little health, and then I gotta destroy one of them rocks.
You cannot resist, child. The prophecy will be fulfilled.
Maybe so. But not today.
Let's hope not.
Not so tough without that little pop gun of yours. I'm gonna enjoy this.
Not as much as me. Somehow, you get uglier every time I see you.
And you get smaller. Grunt.
Stop fussing over me, you idiots. After them. No escape this time, Creed.
I was gonna say the same thing to you. All of you.
Let's get it. Won't wait until the enemy's turn to launch. Okay. That was like last time.
Too bad she couldn't do something about that face.
You're full of jokes now. But let's see how funny it is when I spill your guts.
Already killed you once, scumbag. Ain't gonna be a problem doing it again. I wasn't even trying that hard. How long have you been waiting to do that?
Not return back.
Perfect, actually. Thank God I read before I moved. I can do this. Wait, no!
They cannot
Wait,
possibly
did I just read that wrong? Oh, it did the wrong move. Oh, good, it was refunded. I wanted to use my character's ability to lower the heroism of Wolverine's move, the Chain 4, but it did the wrong one. Alright, there's a lot of damage I can do. Yeah. Or keep him still. Yeah, that was a smarter move. Because he already has Frenzy, so he could be attacking on our turn too.
You're gonna pay for what you've done here. I'm gonna make sure of that.
Small man talks a big game.
That must have taken practice.
I like that. Frenzy only got him free.
The light will heal you.
You are so.
Now that was something. Let us see if they have an answer for this.
I don't know what Sabretooth just did, but hopefully we live through it.
Hell never forgets a face.
Oh, good. He didn't. Oh, wait, he can still move.
But here come their friends.
Oh, good. Whatever Sabretooth did, he can't move now.
You should have seen their faces. Family night at the carnival. I could have almost tasted their fear right before they bought it.
You'd be doing me a personal favor if you could shut him up. Permanently, if possible.
You heard the lady.
I was like, I might as well just keep attacking Sabretooth instead of stop looking at them other dudes.
I am the spirit of vengeance.
Return to your mother.
Man. Oh, there we go. That's what I needed. Wait, I'm confused. No, I want him going. I don't know why it's taking some health away from him when I do that. I ain't taking no chances.
If they die, they die. Should do the trick.
The spirit rises.
I like that.
Looks like they called for help.
Just one.
Bring what you got.
Lilith has found the ideal servant in this one. His soul was black before she got to it.
Yeah, when it comes to pieces of trash, old Sabretooth here is 1 in a million.
You keep talking, but I'm still here. That'll be healed before you can try again.
Really starting to grind my gears.
Vengeance is near.
Leave some for the rest of us.
Mother finally found someone who can get the job done. Me!
Somebody feel a breeze? Fresh meat coming in.
We gotta get rid of Sabretooth, man. I just need the right card. There we go.
Nobody knows you like I do, Creed. And I know this was just as much your doing as it was Lilith's.
No, it was a massacre, and I loved every minute of it.
Goodness gracious. I should have moved Wolverine from that spot. He could take it.
Only the innocent remain. Their champion has been.
He's down, but not out yet.
I will not fall for the same ruse twice.
Thought as much.
You're welcome.
Enough of this.
Easy, kid. These were his people.
We did what we could, Blaze.
That's what folks with bloody hands always say.
If we do not stop the Midnight Sun, the entire world will get far bloodier.
Not my problem anymore. Forget the damn prophecy. I know I sure as hell am.
Aren't you gonna follow him?
Nah, he may not have been listening. But I am.
There we go.
Keep
He's
talking,
joining us.
kid.
Yes, finally. Finally. Wolverine is top tier in Marvel. That's why whoever is going to play him in the future Marvel movies, I know Hugh Jackman is coming for the Deadpool one, but I'm talking about after that, they better get it right. Marvel, is, for the most part, has done well with choosing people to play their certain roles. Robert Downey as Iron Man, Chris Hemsworth, Thor, Hugh Jackman, Wolverine.
What happened at that carnival was a tragedy.
One that could have been avoided.
If you did not keep so many secrets.
Oh, well, what is this, a duet? Since when did you two get so chummy?
Don't change the subject.
The spirits of vengeance have always been the secret guardians of the parchment of power.
Guardians? Blaze is probably using the page as toilet paper right now.
I met the guy. You're giving him too much credit.
We did what we had to do. That secret kept the page out of our enemies' hands for centuries.
At what cost?
You cannot win this war with secrets.
Magic is right. If we're going to stop Lilith from causing any more massacres, we need to come clean with each other, now.
There is nothing else, Captain.
I wish I could believe you.
So do I.
Then I don't see a point in continuing this conversation.
I can see you are still upset, Ileana.
Of course I'm still upset. Caretaker continuously stonewalls us and expects all of us to just go along and make nice. But it never works out that way. You would think she would have learned by now, but I guess not. She should trust us more.
I'm sure Caretaker's intentions came from a good place.
Good intentions mean nothing when the outcome causes harm.
She probably does not see it that way.
I don't care how she sees it. Neither Caretaker nor Tony told us she gave the page to Blaze for safekeeping. They should know he's one of the least safe people on the planet, no matter what Robbie says. Now all that stands between this realm and Cthon is that overrated stuntman. Entrusting it to him was a mistake.
And do you have a better idea who to entrust something of such value?
I'd give it to Nico to hold, and if she didn't want to carry the weight of it, I would.
And you would be willing to risk your soul holding it? It is said to have demonic effects on its keeper.
Demonic effects? I'm already as demonic as this realm will tolerate. I don't cower from the darkness. I am made from its fabric. I could handle it. But alas, they did not give the parchment to me to hold. Blaze has the parchment, and I cannot change that. Let's just hope he can hold on to it.
You know, it's kind of rude to walk around in here and not give me so much as a hello.
I assumed you were asleep.
I don't sleep much. But that doesn't stop me from enjoying the company of a comfortable bed when I spot one.
After that fight at the Quentin Carnival, I suppose we all could use a lengthy rest.
I can't get too comfortable. Not so long as Sabretooth's still out there.
He is your quarry, I take it.
I guess you could say that. We have a history. None of it nice. Though he's definitely changed. His nasty side got, well, nastier.
Lilith's evil is seductive. She can easily corrupt anyone.
Creed was always a homicidal monster. But now he's really taken things to the next level.
It does not look like you are planning to stay long. Some find our abbey to be a bit unnerving.
Oh, this place is nothing. You'd be surprised at some of the places I've rested my boots.
If you talk like that, now you have to tell me some stories.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I've been all over the planet. And a few other planets besides.
Other planets?
Yeah. We're not alone in the universe, you know. There's the Kree, there's Skrulls, there's the Brood. Most aliens you're better off avoiding, but there's a few good ones out there. I'll tell you though, after a while, all you really care about is a nice soft bed. I see the way you're looking at me. Who's this mysterious guy hanging out in my place all of a sudden?
Perhaps.
Tell you what, I've got a little break between people trying to kill me, so let's have a little chat.
What all do you know about this Johnny Blaze?
He's a flaming jackass. Used to be known as the Spirit of Vengeance, until even his attitude got too bad for that job. Seems like he's really committed to the carny life now. Must be the funnel cakes and fried candy bars.
Do you think a man like that is up to the challenge before him? Guarding the Parchment of Power is not a task taken lightly.
Yeah, we faced some vile customers together. He may not have the flaming skull thing anymore, but he's got guts where it
That's why he
counts.
didn't change.
I have taken up enough of your time. I should go.
It's been a pleasure. If you have more questions, you know where to find me.
Hunter, you there? I'm in the library. It's super important you meet me here ASAP. I wish I knew how to cook.
You could learn.
Meh, that requires effort.
I finally understand why Tony complains so much about the youths.
You're one to talk tricentennial. You ruined it for the rest of us with your Wainwrights and your Dropsy and your lamplighting guilds.
Get an apprenticeship, you vagabond.
All right, maybe I'll talk to Robbie. He's good in the kitchen.
What does he cook?
The kind of food you can't find on this coast.
A taste of home?
Kinda. You don't know what you're missing until it's a distant memory, you know?
More than most.
Mm-hmm. I really needed that. It's super easy to hang out with you, Hunter.
What are you reading, Miko?
A limited edition print of the Book of Thoth.
The Book of Thoth? Where did you find a book of such rarity?
I didn't. Someone just left it out. Weird, too, because I was looking for a book on chaos magic so I could understand Wanda's grimoire a little better. I didn't think I was gonna find any, since Caretaker probably hid or burned every single text on the topic. But, poof, here this was, waiting for me.
It has been my experience that what we seek usually has a way of finding us first.
Yeah, maybe, but it's not like books just pull themselves off shelves and onto tables. Well, not in this castle at least. Someone left this out.
I wonder who.
Sometimes I think this library is haunted by a friendly librarian ghost.
Find anything helpful in it?
I did. There's a historical account of an ancient Egyptian pharaoh who was struck by a dark madness after reading a page from an old book called The Scrolls of Chthon.
Wait, that is another name for the...
Darkhold, I know. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if this was the first case of corruption in recorded history.
Was this pharaoh's corruption ever purified?
Hold up, I haven't gotten to that part of the story. So the legend goes that nothing could cure the pharaoh until this traveling light worker came along, laid his hands upon the pharaoh, and recited an incantation. The pharaoh came back to his senses and returned to his good old classical Egyptian disbody self.
This light worker sounds like a courageous soul. I hope he was honored.
He didn't live to be. So like, when the light worker recited the incantation, he absorbed all the pharaoh's corruption into his own body and, died.
He did not survive?
No. But the lines of the incantation he used are scattered throughout this book. I'm gonna have Magic help me transcribe them and see if we can use them to cure Wanda.
Let me get this straight. You and Magic plan on piecing together a 100,000-year-old incantation that worked once and killed the person who said it?
Yes?
It is unlikely that the historical account of the incantation is accurate.
Well, I've got to try something. It's not like anyone else has any other bright ideas. Well, I'm gonna find Magic, see if we can make a dent in this transcription. I'll give you a shout when we do. Until then, not a word about this to anyone.
The Ancient One. They're accusing me of keeping secrets, as if that's the biggest problem we have right now. I don't know, maybe the demonic green sky over New York was too subtle for them to notice?
I think they noticed.
Well, it wasn't intentional. We were supposed to win in New York. We weren't supposed to lose the Sanctum, or Avengers Tower. Or Banner. I mean, call me crazy, but would sitting everyone down and telling them all about Blaze and the Parchment really have made a difference?
I understand why you did it. The fewer people who know about the Parchment, the better.
That's exactly right. When everyone operates on a need-to-know basis, they can focus.
Is that how you were able to focus?
Well, no, I need to know everything. Things are spiraling out of control, and right now, I just need to figure out what to do about this prophecy.
Do you really think you can stop the Darkhold's prophecy by working in here?
Well, I'm kind of known for making the impossible possible. Give me a couple hours and a decent lunch, maybe an Italian hoagie, and I can fix anything. Trust me.
If you want to stop the prophecy over lunch, I think you will need a bigger lunch.
Well, I need to be careful not to eat too much, especially carbs. I just blow up and, blow up. Huh. Please excuse me. I need to jot down some ideas.
Are you making prophecies of your own?
Shoo, go, genius at work. Gotta get a sign.
Oh, I found one of my favorite records and I thought you might like it. Or at least be polite enough to fake it. Anyway, we'll get some more quality one-on-one time. It's a little retro, but so are you. So, what do you think?
Lively, frustrating, angry, but liberating. Reminds me of how I feel toward caretakers sometimes. I like it.
Oh, I knew you'd get it. It's grunge. It's what happens when you mix the nonconformity of 80s Seattle and tons of punk and rock influence. You get awesome bands like Nirvana, Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, making something super authentic with this messy, dirty sound. It put Seattle on the music map. I used to listen to it repeatedly during my I can't believe my mom stabbed me phase. As you can tell, she was a great mom. Didn't leave me scarred at all. Ugh, like, why have a kid if you're gonna get rid of them when they interfere with your dark arts and crafts?
Parenthood is not an easy fit, and the darkness, well, it can twist people, make them turn on those they love. It is not so easy to overcome it, even for your own child. I have learned that from my mother.
I think I was there mostly to fit the image, a way to blend in with a white picket fence crowd. They should have just let me in on the joke. It would have been nicer than to think they actually cared.
What is done, but I see you are still carrying it with you. Do not be afraid to go wherever you need to in order to find peace.
Roger that, Hunter. Okay, no more of this downer talk. Time to listen and let the sounds of angst carry you away.